Hey y'all, welcome back to From the Truth. Welcome to this evening's video. If you are new to this channel, please click that subscribe button down below and be sure to tap the notification bell beside it so that you're notified when I upload new videos. And as always, if you like this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up and don't forget to share. So we're going to be talking about some simple basic things that I have been being asked here lately because we know that there is a lot of stuff going on about this Russian-Ukraine war with a nuclear attack. And so I'm having people in a lot of my comments, a lot of emails that I'm receiving, asking if I would do a video on how to prepare for a nuclear attack. So, my number one thing that I could tell you, because I don't know if you could ever be all the way completely prepared for this, is to be in one of the less likely places to receive a direct hit, such as an extremely large city like Washington, D.C. or New York, or something where it could be a possibility where, a lot of our stuff runs from, government wise and things like that. I would recommend to be as far away possibly from those areas as you can. That way you have a better chance of not being in the direct vicinity of the hit of one. Now, if you are in the direct path of where one would land, your odds are not very good, and I'm sure that y'all all definitely know that without me even having to go in depth about that. So, if you're not in one of those areas and you're farther out, nuclear shelter would be an awesome thing to have. This big bunker that you could go to and get in and, not have any problems. But let's face it, most of us are common people and we don't have something like that. Completely out of the question, not gonna have it, not even in the plans. So one thing you would want to do is have as much of a barrier between your body and the outside world as possible, such as, walls. They say the gamma, which is the worst radiation, can penetrate materials up to 4 inches thick. So a basement, interior room is your best bet. You need to have all your supplies in the area that you're going to need. You don't need to be going out in the area where the radiation could be traveling. To get it on you to move those supplies in there, you need to have that prepped and ready where the only thing that would have to get in there would be yourself if you have time to do it. If you're farther enough away from one of these explosions to get a warning ahead of time before the radiation can make its way out to you. Supplies that you would need include things such as duct tape and plastic where you can cover all the windows, the doors, the faucets, the vents, even plumbing fixtures where there's, access for air to come in maybe from an outside vent like your plumbing supplies. Any way that air could get into your house, you would want to stop it, block it, seal it completely up as much as possible. If you have air conditioner, window units in your windows, close them down or cover them up, something to stop the air from traveling through any kind of openings is one thing. Necessities include water, first aid, iodide pills. A lot of people's talking about the potassium iodide pills, to have that. You're going to want to have food, things such as can openers, knives, changes of clothes, suits if you was to possibly have to go out and come back in that are radiation designed for radiation, such as hazmat suits with the respirators, that protect you against it in case you have to go outside. How long will it last and stuff like that? We all know that radiation can stay in the ground, it can stay in the environment for years and years. But the immediate, threat of possibly then you having to go outside to see what's going on or something like that, I would prepare for weeks, months. I wouldn't expect it to be 2 or 3 days and hey, I'm free to go and I can jump out and do whatever I want to. A lot of places recommend 30-day supply of food and water for each person. The hazmat suits, the first aid suit, the lighting such as flashlights or lanterns, extra batteries, extra clothes, toiletries such as toilet paper, shampoo, soaps, feminine hygiene products, stuff to keep your children occupied, things for your pets if you're bringing your pets in there. A radio that doesn't require electricity, stating that anything could possibly still be on after we're hit with nuclear. You never know. Personal protection from crazy people, zombies, whatever you want to call it. Anybody that would decide to invade your place where you're at, you need protection against that. It's basic stuff. It's really no different than prepping right now. You would need your food and your water and your medical and all that kind of stuff, but you need it in a certain area where you can stay in that area and not have to go out at all if possible. But then you also need, the iodide, the hazmat suits, and seal things up, duct tape and plastic. The thicker the better would be wonderful for you, because you don't know how long you're going to be in there. You don't know how much you're going to have to block, but you want to make it where it stays outside and you have the clean air inside without the radiation in there to you. So maybe this gives you some basic tips. There's a lot of this information out on the net that you can still find, giving you detailed information and stuff like that. This is just your basics to get you started right there. I hope this was helpful to you. Hopefully we never actually have to deal with it, but you never know, because there's a lot of talk going on and it just seems to be keeping up, escalating instead of dying down. So we need to be prepped. We need to be prepared as much as we possibly can. So I hope this helps you doing that and gives you a place to start if you didn't know. So thank you so much for watching this video. I will see you in the next one. Stay safe. God bless you, and keep prepping.